Good morning, one and all present here. As you all know, passion is everything. You should be having a passion for something. You should be having a passion for your career, or you should be having a passion to make yourself fit. So, for that thing, we are having a passionate person with us. She is none other than Ms Priti Shroff. So let's hear from her that how the passion is important and how passion had made her so much like. So for taking her interview, we also have a passionate person with us. She is none other than a soft skills trainer and a self-made entrepreneur. She is DTM Richa. Stage is over to you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, Shubham, and most welcome to the star of the day, passionate, motivational trainer, personality development trainer, and a coach for so many students. Most welcome, Preeti ma'am. First of all, tell us what is one thing that keeps you motivated throughout the day. Every time we see you smiling.
When you do something that you're very happy in doing, I think it's a contagious energy. It is something that you automatically feel. So I personally believe that whatever makes you happy. You asked me the question that why am I smiling all the time. I personally feel that whenever you're doing something that makes you very happy, and when you interact with positive people, and there is positivity all around you, it automatically is so contagious that it rubs off on you, and that is what makes you happy. And the question that you asked, that why do I smile? Because I meet great people like you all the time.
We are all in the same boat, isn't it? I am also following my passion. You are also following your passion.
Yes.
Well,
Totally.
as a personality development trainer, what challenges do you face whenever you go to a particular college or you take care of the college students? Because personality development is one session which they don't want to attend. So how do you manage?
Yes, it's a very good question. In fact, so what happens is when I face this challenge, so initially what I notice in colleges that the first few sessions, say 5 or 7 sessions, are amazing, and then they understand. Some of the students understand that okay, this is one thing we'll be able to manage.
Yes.
We'll do something and we'll manage.
Yes.
And so what I tend to do is when I learn from people, the moment I do not get, the first thing that I do is moment I don't get a positive response from students, I stop whatever is in the agenda.
Okay.
And I interact with them.
Okay.
Either I create a GD with them, because GDs are really, really important for them. So I personally believe, or have started believing now, that doesn't matter if 60 people did not attend. If there were 20 people in the class or 30 people, these 30 people will benefit from the group discussion that is going to be there. And the agenda can wait and then can be carried forward further. The second thing that I try and do, which is slightly difficult for me because I'm a trainer who likes to keep their distance, but I try to talk to people offline, not on WhatsApp, but after the class, or that what is the problem, why is it that you're not attending class, and try to find out the real reason. Sometimes I do get make-believe reasons.
Yes.
And I try to find out that okay, is this just real or is this make-believe?
It makes a lot of difference. Actually, it's like building up your rapport and connecting with each one, isn't it?
Yes, totally. And many of my students have come back to me after they have finished college, graduated, they joined the job, and then they tell me that, ma'am, now we realize the importance of your classes.
Yes. Especially the final years, when it comes to their placement season, or they have their interview the next day, then they remember their trainer.
You're right, absolutely, 100%. And for us, for me, I take mock interviews every time. In between also I take mock interviews. Normally in an agenda, we keep it to the end, but I also take it in between because I
In
know that
between,
there is it is possible that they will not be able to attend all the sessions. So
yeah.
whatever sessions that they have value. Yes.
Wow, good. So, what methodology do you use? Is it like only lecture or is it something else?
No, that doesn't work. I have tried that. So since 2013, I have been using this methodology. The concept is only mostly for 10-15 minutes,
Okay.
and after that, it is purely activity based or discussion based or asking them what it is. And
Okay.
because the class, if you notice that in colleges, the class sizes are usually huge.
Yes, 60. 60 is the average we
60
get.
is the average is what we are talking about, and the attendance out of that is 80% at a given point of time.
Hmm.
So it is not possible to finish that entire activity in one go.
Very
And
true.
yeah, so what happens is that try to do group activities or something where the motive can be achieved
Yes, very
like
true.
that.
This reminds me when I went to Lovely Professional University and University of Petroleum.
Yes,
These, the strength we used to get is 100 plus. And we were
yes,
supposed to
yes.
finish all the interviews in between the scheduled time. You
Yes,
know,
yes. And
yeah,
UPS is very, very stringent about its time
quality also, not
and
only
the
that,
quality. Yeah.
quality.
So one of the professors will be either sitting in your room or
In the
there will be
panel,
an invigil.
yes,
Yeah, in the panel.
yes.
Yes. So
So I know that you are a Toastmaster, and everybody is fond of you.
oh, thank
Everybody
you.
appreciates you a lot. So tell me, what one thing have you learned from Toastmasters?
That's another very potent question, I think, Richa. Because before some years ago, if you would ask me to do anything for free, there was
No.
no way. There
Okay.
was there was no way I was even thinking about it. Forget about doing it. And it was all like okay. It was all the cards were like kept close, and
Yes.
I don't know. I think it all stemmed from the fact that that fear purely that oh my god, ye mera hai, this is mine, and this is
Hmm.
going to be taken away and all. But at the moment that I stepped into Toastmasters and when I learned people doing things for me
Okay.
without any hidden agenda, and that is the time I started realizing the importance of doing things for people without any strings attached.
Wow. I'm so happy to hear this answer. As a passionate Toastmaster, I personally feel that Toastmasters has transformed your life, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it has, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And a lot of lives also, like near me. I mean, automatically, yes.
Yeah. Even I have changed as a person in my like personal life as well as professional life. Well, we have Shubham waiting from a long time, so let's hear Shubham now. Over to
Okay.
Shubham.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Shubham.
I'm also a young Toastmasters, if you don't know.
Wow, it's so great to hear that.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
My little question would be like three small interview tips you want to give to like fresher person. He's like coming from college and like facing his first or second interview. So, what are three small interview tips?
Wow, I am sure three is not going to cut it, Shubham. But I'm going to try and be as concise as possible. So, first and foremost, I always believe, the first impression. The first impression has to be positive at all times. So, when we talk about that, what is a combination of a first impression? When I'm confident within my own skin, irrespective of how I look, mm, how I appear, and all that, the moment I'm confident about my belief in me. That is the same thing which replicates in the behavior that I am giving on that day. All of us get nervous in interviews. All of us do. Okay. But the moment we tell ourselves that I can do it, I can do it, no problem, I can do it. Yeah, what is so that will help you put the best foot forward. And your first impression is a combination of your confidence, your attire that you are wearing, because that's a biggie. That's like the first idea that it gives the opposite person or the panel. The second, so once you work on your first impression, you practice it at home, and then you go on the final day. The second tip is that people, what they do is when they give the introduction, most of the times, so I have seen that they practice that intro, they rehearse it so many times, they memorize it, and then they give it. But the interview panel can see through it. So don't prepare your intro. Prepare it, but speak in such a way that you are not prepared. So make sure that it appears, or you talk about as yourself with so much of passion and zeal that you are very proud of yourself, and that is how you're going to give it. Because when you are proud of your achievements, it comes through in your voice, and not arrogant, but proud. Proud with a sense of touch of humility. So that is how it will automatically transfer to the opposite person. And the third important tip: never forget to thank the interview panel for the time with a smile. Because, and if you can shake hands, we know with this current situation, we might stop shaking hands altogether. And but if you can shake hands with them, go do that, because that also shows your confidence. Now, most of the times you have heard people saying that the interviewee should not shake hands with the interviewer, right? But you look at the body language and you try to analyze, is this person approachable? If that person is approachable, go ahead and shake hands. There's nothing wrong with it. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, ma'am. Awesome answer it was. A little question, like small question. You might find it vague, but I have always seen like a soft skills trainer or a personality development trainer to be very lively, enthusiastic, very soft spoken. But other side, you will find the teachers of STEM subjects. They are very rude. So, what makes such like difference? Always I have find 5 to 6 trainers. They are always like lively. Hi, how are you? Like they make you feel like they know you well.
Hmm,
But
true.
teachers, so what is like that
Yeah, I think, to answer this question, and with due respect to those teachers, because they are very hardworking, I'm sure. But do you know what? Sometimes people get bogged down with a lot that they do. And can you imagine yourself being crushed under a pile of routine paperwork and stuff that you have to do, not that you want to do, stuff that you have to do, even if it is something as mundane as taking attendance all the time. And you know how in colleges people find ways to keep proxy. Yeah, even in UPES, there is an attendance machine, the biometric in the room. But still, my students tell me we have found ways to counter it. so, so, can you imagine the plight of those teachers? And I think that is the reason the smile is just wiped off their face. And that is why that you don't see them smiling.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your experience and such a valuable guidance. Over to Richa, ma'am.
Sure.
Thanks a
Thank you,
lot,
Shubham.
ma'am, for sharing your views and sharing the learnings with lot of experience. You are going to add lot of value. Believe me,
Thank
the
you.
person who's going to watch this video, they will very soon connect with you.
Sure.
Thanks a lot for sparing your valuable time.
Thank you
Stay
so much
connected.
for
Thank
having
you,
me.
ma'am.
Thank you, Richa. Take care. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye,
Bye.
ma'am.
Bye.